Welcome to another video, and today I'm going to introduce myself as Scholarship Pro instead of Global Scholarship for International Students because I thought this name would be a much more better fit. So we're just going to be covering the same content as always, and today's topic will be about Korean Government Scholarship. And one of the nicknames for Korean Government Scholarship is GKS Scholarship, which is also called Global Korea Scholarship. And it is a full-ride scholarship for international students, and that will mean it will cover everything. You don't really have to worry about airplane tickets or anything like that. The Global Korea Scholarship will cover the whole process, so you don't have to worry about any financial cost during the way. But before we actually dig in, we're just going to cover several important points, and that is the scholarship categories that this scholarship covers. The available categories for the scholarship is a bachelor's degree, 5 years, associate's degree, 3 or 4 years. Normally, bachelor's degree would be 4 years, and associate's degree 2 or 3 years. But 1 year of Korean language program is included in this package, so you don't really have to worry about getting a Korean training beforehand. You'll receive it as you come to South Korea. And the next point that we need to cover is the scholarship deadline. Unfortunately, it might be over, I might be too late, but I just wanted to get this out. The scholarship deadline for this year is from late September to early October, so you still might have time. And the application deadline varies from country to country, and it has country-specific requirements. So you need to be from a specific country in order to apply for this scholarship. Okay, without further ado, let's jump straight in. Because there are two categories of scholarships, I separated this into applying for a bachelor's degree and applying as an associate's degree. But first off, let's start off by applying for bachelor's degree. Okay, so we're on this website here, and you can come follow me at this website. I've included the link to this website in the video description down below, so if you scroll down the video, you'll see some words down there, and if you keep on looking at it, I have included this link right there. So if you click on this link, you'll be able to follow me through. So if you click on this link, this shows a page of announcing the opening of GKS scholarship for undergraduate degrees. And there are several ways that you can apply. Method of application is embassy track and university track, or embassy track and university track combined. For embassy track, that means you're just applying through the university. University track, that means you're applying to the university. So the documents that we will be looking at will be the GKS EU application guidelines in English. So if you click on that, you'll be led to this page right here. And if we scroll down, we're just going to look at bachelor's degree for now. Bachelor's degree is 5 years, 1 year of Korean language training, 4 years of undergraduate degrees. And there's a list of the applicants, how many applicants that they're going to receive. But the most important thing is that if you're applying for a bachelor's degree, you need to meet the country requirement. So you need to be from one of these countries, the embassy track, or embassy track for overseas Koreans. So if you're ethnic Korean who do not hold the Korean citizenship, if you're from one of these countries, you can apply through this track right here, or for university's track. University track is one of the biggest pools of applicants, so you can be either from any of these countries or any of these countries down below. So it's quite large, and you need to meet this requirement, one of these requirements. So if you meet one or two or more, just choose one, pick one and just go with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna repeat. You have to meet one of the country's requirements from these embassy tracks here, or if you're an ethnic Korean, if you have a Korean background, you can meet one of these countries' requirements here, or if you're applying for university track, you need to meet one of the country's requirements here or down here. Okay, so we cover the country's requirements. This is for associate's degree. We're just going to cover that in our next section. And this is also important, the available universities. So if you're going to embassy track or for university tracks, these are the very big list of Korean universities that you can apply for. And one of these reasons why this is so important is that for every university, it has different fields of study available for you guys. So if you want to apply to some other majors, you need to very closely check each university to see which university is offering the courses that you want to study in. Okay, so embassy track and university track, they have different lists of institutions, okay? But if you're applying through regional university track for natural science and engineering majors, so if you're applying through this track right here, your courses of studies are limited. So as you can see, there are three categories that you can apply for undergraduate, for bachelor's degree. You can either go through embassy track or through embassy track for overseas Korean. But if you choose the university track, you can only choose natural sciences / engineering majors, which is included down right here. So available field of study, as you can see, the regional university track applicants can only apply for a major that is considered as natural science, technology, and engineering field. So if you don't want to apply for natural science or engineering field, you need to make it into one of these categories right here, the embassy track or embassy track for overseas Korean. But if you don't fit any of these categories right here, but only fit the university track, then you have no choice but to apply for natural science or engineering majors. That is your limited option. So if we keep on scrolling down, let's look at the eligibility sections. So nationality. So all applicants and their parents must be citizens of GKS programs partners countries that are invited to take part in this program and must not hold Korean citizenship. So if you hold a Korean citizenship, you cannot apply for this program because you are not an international student. For Korean citizens and dual citizenship holders are not eligible to apply again. If you hold any type form of Korean citizenship, you cannot apply for this program. And for applicants and their parents who have previously held Korean citizenship, must submit the documents that prove their renunciation of Korean citizenship. So if you have changed your country of birth and you have renounced the Korean citizenship, you need to prove it. Prove it through a renunciation form. And for the age, you must be 25 years of age as of March 1st, 2021. And you must be, for your academic requirements, you must be high school graduates or expected to graduate. And for the grades, for bachelor's degree, you must be 80% or above. So it's basically B- or above, or ranked within the top 20% within one's class. So either you can do 80% or above or be ranked within the top 20. And for health, you must be in good health. And I think it's probably personal medical assessment at the time of application. And if you do pass certain rounds for the Korean government scholarship, you need to additionally submit a health form, but that's after you have been admitted, but you don't really have to worry about it that much. And restrictions. There are several restrictions. I think it's understood, but make sure to look at it quickly before you start applying, because this might or might not apply to you, okay? And for restrictions for scholars for reapplying, make sure you read that. Preferences, this doesn't determine whether you're admitted or not, But preference is when they're going to give special attention to one of these applicants down below. Okay, so if you do meet one of these categories, it's good for you, but if it doesn't, it does. But if you don't worry too much, because they're not gonna count against you. And the list of required documents. So this applies to all applicants regardless. Okay, so if it says required, you need to have it there. And if you want to know where you find all those required documents, you'll see the GKS application form down below. So if you click on this, it's probably going to lead you to a page where it opens a list of documents, I think. So if you look at it, checklist, application forms, and it just gives you the scholarship application forms for you. And it just like gives you a quick glimpse of what you need to do. Okay, so this is the application forms that are needed. And let's go back to the application guideline. And if it says it's optional, you don't really have to turn it in. It is not required, but it would be great if you did have one. And proof. This is only for categories that this document applies to. So if you have never been a Korean citizen or never renounced it, or never been a descendant of Korean War veterans, you don't really have to provide these documents, because that's only for certain groups of people. Okay? And note for all applicants, make sure to read this, because all of this are important stuff. And this is where it gets kind of important. So for embassy track applicants, you need to submit 1 set of original application documents and 3 sets of photocopied application documents. For university track applicants, you just need to submit 1 set. So make sure you read the nitty-gritty here. I'm not going to cover every important details, because it's going to take a lot of time to do that. But just keep your heads up on important points, and that will be it. I'm just going to keep on looking at it for more. And for each applicant, so they're going to give you a choice. For university applicants, it's going to be different. So make sure to keep that in mind. And this is a selection procedure. I won't worry too much about selection procedure or application screening, because the selection timeline, you might be already late. So make sure to choose your track, and after choosing embassy or university track, make sure to apply. And as you can see, the scholarship benefits, they're going to cover everything: airfare, settlement allowance, monthly allowance, language fee, tuition, medical insurance. And they're going to give you additional money, incentive money, if you complete the program. Okay? And for the period of scholarship, they're going to cover through your whole period of study. So you don't really have to worry about your scholarship being your scholarship your scholarship being they're not going to redraw your scholarship amount. But there is a period of scholarship. So you need to finish your bachelor's degree program in 5 years. That means you cannot fail. You cannot fail. Okay? And that will be it. And this is just extra information down below. Okay. If you're applying to associate's degree, we're just going to cover the application process for associate's degree. So if you watched the previous part, I came to this website by using this link using this link, and this link is included in the video description down below. Make sure you click on that to follow along with me. So if you're applying to an associate's degree, click on Application Guidelines 2 PDF, and if you click on that, you'll be led to this page. And for available programs, associate's degree, 3 or 4 years, 1 year of Korean language program, 2 or 3 years of associate's degree. That is your period of study. And if we look down, this is all undergraduates. So if you look down here, it says associate's degree, 35 candidates from 17 countries. So associate's degree is kind of limited. You need to be from one of these countries in order to apply. Okay. So applicants apply to GKS through the university track. Okay, so this, I don't think this applies. Wait. Okay, this is under university track. So associate's degree, 35 candidates from 17 countries applies to university track. So university track means you're applying to the university. You're not applying through the embassy or anything like that. You're applying to the university. And make sure to read the little PowerPoints down below because they will gonna help you in the application process. And since we're in the university track, associate's degree, 35 candidates, your universities are limited to these right here. Associate's degree track, you're limited to these 6 institutions. And I think one of the reasons why you are limited is because not a lot of people choose to go to associate's degree. There's a lot of international students trying to go for bachelor's degree, but there's limited people going for associate's degree. I think that's why they limited the number of institutions for associate's degree track. And one of the reasons why this is important, this list of institutions is important because they're going to offer different degrees of study. So make sure to go to the available overview of universities and available departments to look at what degrees of studies are available for your university. If you have a set degree that you want to pursue, make sure to choose a university that offers that degree program, okay? So if you go down here, eligibility, you need to be one of the countries listed above, and you cannot be a Korean citizen. Age, 25 years of age. Academic requirements, you need to show that you have graduated from high school or expected to graduate. And grades, it differs, but for associate's degree applicants, you need to be 75% or above, or ranked within top 25. It's kind of it's kind of lax, but I think you guys will do fine. And for health, you need to provide some certificates regarding your health. And for restrictions, make sure you read that. But I don't think you guys will have any problems. Preferences, this is not required, but if you do meet one of these categories down below, you will receive higher marks. But it will not determine whether you'll get admitted or not. It will just give you, they will prefer you over other applicants, okay? So, but it's not going to determine your admissions result, okay? So for list of required documents, make sure you provide all this. And all of these documents, is down here. So if you scroll way down, it's gonna give you a list of documents that you need to fill out, okay? Close your eyes because it's gonna get confusing. Okay. Open now. Okay, required documents. So make sure to read the notes for all applicants because this applies to associate's degree as well as bachelor's degree. In embassy track, we don't have to worry about that because there's no associate's degree for embassy track. But for your university track, you need to submit one set of original application documents to your university. Application submission. So you can, for university track, you just submit directly to your university. And deadlines. And as I have said before, it might be too late, but it doesn't hurt to check it out, okay? So university and field of choice. For university track applicants, because associate's degree only have university track, you must choose a major in one desired university among 30 universities. And for associate's degree, that's only 6. Selection procedure, application screening and evaluation, selection timeline. Okay, this is kind of important because September through October, this is your application timeline, so make sure to submit that on time. And if you do get it, you'll be entering Korea around February next year. Okay, scholarship benefits, as I've said before, they cover everything: airfare, allowance, monthly allowance, language fees, tuitions, medical insurance. And they're gonna offer you additional incentive if you complete one of those programs down below. Periods of scholarship, you cannot fail your degree. There's only a limited period, so just enough to finish your study. So you need to finish it on time or you'll not get the maximum scholarship benefit. So it's gonna last only for 3 or 4 years for associate's degree program. That means if you take more than 3 or 4 years, they cannot fund you with scholarship money, okay? So you cannot fail. You need to do well, okay? And for Korean language program, information for Korean language program and other important notes. I'm not gonna cover it one by one because it takes too much time. But if you have any questions, be sure to comment down below because I can help with some questions and I'll try to find the solution for you guys. And this is it. And Scholarship Pro is signing out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.